Hello, hello, hello. We are straight. I didn't have to turn around. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is IRA. Dr. Kelly's Perspective. We switched up his Saturday because our schedules were crazy. So today we are here with you. Now, I got to start by saying this. Why are you looking at me?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I
Look
just
away,
don't-
look away.
No. I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong. My tuna fish is too loud?
No.
Okay. So, I don't know if I can see, I think that's Keisha, but I didn't see your name. We got the camera. I don't know if I'll be able to see comments. Okay, so, let me start by, oh, there we go. Hey, Avery, let me say this. We are, and Leonard, we are rocking Fashion Remix today. Our niece has this phenomenal business, a sideline business that she is doing. And I say sideline because she is an active duty Major Select in the United States Army. Nursing
Cool.
Corps. Yeah, right? Faces are sharp. Okay, anyway, our shirts, Purpose Apparel with a Twist, says, just in case you can't read it, you can do all things through Christ except come for my husband. And Ira says, you can do all things through Christ except come for my wife. So nice twist. If you are interested in this beautiful, I'll
Come
give
to
you
take
some.
the bills too. No.
No, fashionremix2.com. Fashionremix2.com. Hey, Miss Keisha. I know I haven't been drinking. Okay, so Ira, last week you said you were going to talk to us about training principles.
Training principles.
Okay. What you got? What is a first of all, because I don't know what a training principle is. I'm not sure where you're going with that.
We're gonna make the training principle fit these people. Training principle for trainers are, it's basically a format that we set up to help our clients to accomplish realistic goals. And basic training principles is knowing the basic motions to accomplish certain aspects of fitness. Now, when I design a program for people, I look at the body and see exactly what they need to work on. So many people go to the gym without having a plan, without knowing anything about fitness, and therefore they're winging it. And when you wing, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just thinking, because if I finally got up the courage to go to a gym, I'm just glad to be going to the gym.
Just like Google Map, you can Google training principles for developing a balanced body, and they'll have you punch in there what you need to work on. And the most common areas for all females you'll see, I'm not gonna say all, I'm gonna say a big percentage of them is the back of the arms, bra fat, lower stomach, hips, butt. You can't go to a gym and use a standard machine and work on these areas unless you know what you're doing. And unfortunately, most people are too cheap to actually ask for or pay for assistance from a professional. But it's cheaper to do it that way than to spend months and months and years winging it. You want to go there with a formulated plan to accomplish a realistic goal in a realistic time frame.
Okay, so are you saying that it was unrealistic for me to say I wanted Angela Bassett's arms?
No,
That's what I started out by
you can
doing.
you can't have Angela Bassett arms. You can have a better Holly arms.
Okay, that's a good answer.
People do it all the time. They said, I want to look like her in this dress. I mean, for the average person, you could ask that question, but you can't ask me, because my response is going to be, that's her. This is you. You can never look like her because you're not her. You can look like a better you, or you can look like a leaner you, or you look like a fitter you, but you can't look like her.
Keisha, I will give you that so everybody can have the shirt information, because they really are wonderful. Okay, so here, Kelly, then here's my question. Another question. So, hey, Bridget, say hello. Okay, so use me for an example. When you started working on me, because I didn't ask him anything. Well, I did tell him I wanted to look like Angela Bassett, and he sort of shot that down. But when you started working on me, did you have this plan in mind? Because I didn't.
Absolutely, I do. Yeah. Well, the plan was to make you a better better you and to strengthen your weak areas. And that's exactly what we did. You were very hippie. We wanted to reduce your hips. You didn't like your arms. I took the inches of your triceps, and you don't think. And I took some of the excess fat off your legs. That's what we did. It was a formulated plan. That's why you went from, let's say, 2 sets of 15 on a hyperextension to a set of 45 and a set of 65.
I do notice I'm stronger.
Yeah.
Hey, Elder Watkins and Donnie.
Stronger, and your inches are way down. Your clothes tell the whole entire story.
Yeah, because I don't necessarily jump on a scale. He's got a scale
Scales
back
mean
there,
nothing.
but I don't do the scale routine.
I tell you what, scales means nothing. Let me tell you.
Why do scales mean
So many people get on the scale, and I see people walk up the scales. The first thing they do is take their shoes off.
Well, yeah.
I don't get it.
Because we ain't trying to put all that extra. And if I got on sweatshirts and everything when I used to weigh in I'm not weighing in with all that stuff on.
It doesn't matter what you weigh. It's how you look in the weight. So jump in front of the mirror. Strip down, look in front of the mirror. Get a realistic picture. That's what you want to do. You can lose 10 pounds and look exactly the same. So that's what I'm saying. When you set up your training principles, you want to set it up with a little bit of organization to where you're going to accomplish a goal to reduce the negative in your body. You want to reduce the body fat. You don't want to become a smaller version of yourself, because let's say hypothetically, if you ate, I'm a pizza eater, so I'm gonna cut down to half a pizza a day instead of a whole pizza. Right? You're gonna lose weight, but you're gonna look exactly the same, a smaller version of yourself.
Instead of defined.
Instead of defined, you are defined. You have abs now.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I was working them.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of pizza, let me tell you this. Okay, now I tell people, okay, this is how it typically works. Unless they know someone who is training with IRA, they'll come to me and say, I heard your husband and I think I want to work with him. So I always give people ample warning, like for real warning about working with this brother. But one of the things I say is that he's into a lifestyle of fitness, not just I got a wedding in 5 weeks. I need to drop this weight. That's not it. He's into fitness is a lifestyle, not a fad, is his tagline. So I like pizza. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I've had to.
You like junk.
Well, I do. I like junk. I like junk. But
You have curtailed all of it.
Elder Michael said, you gotta love him. You gotta love him.
Yeah.
Or at least you gotta listen to him. But so I'm not a cheese eater. The only time I ever eat cheese is when I'm eating pizza. So I got my whole new mindset on about pizza. But last night or yesterday afternoon, I went to this Pieology and I had them I told them what I was gonna do to see if if I was just blowing it. So I got a cauliflower crust and I put peppers and onions and some chicken breasts and spinach on it, and it was so good. And here's the biggie, and I didn't blow anything. I didn't blow anything. The reason I'm telling you I'm so excited about it is because it makes me to know you really don't. People think when you change your lifestyle and you change your eating habits and you get into the gym that, you got to be eating carrots and celery for the rest of your life. That's just not real life.
No, it's not.
Who can live off of carrots and celery? So when I did, again, I wasn't a cheese person either anyway, but he just makes it fit inside your lifestyle as you change this. Someone asked me as they were talking about working with him, he said, what if I do everything he says and I don't get any progress? That's an impossibility.
Impossibility.
It is an impossibility to do what he's equipping you to do and not see a difference. And I'm telling you, I just want to encourage, if you want, we're getting ready to go in. I think we got we got about 85 days. I'm going to add up the days before we say Happy New Year. You should make yourself a challenge. You should make yourself a promise about going into the new year in a healthier version of who you are. Because you can do that.
Again, this is
It's not too late, is
no,
it?
it's not.
No.
No, this is not
I was about to say, is
85,
it?
85 days. In 85 days, you can lose 40 pounds.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just saying, you really can, but you have to have a structured, realistic program. You can't wing it. I've heard of popcorn diets and all these people are getting caught up now on this new keto diet, and they're living dangerously, whether they want to believe it or not. It's very popular right now because it allows you to eat all of the meat and basically cheese that you want, but your body's not designed to consume all of that fat and all that protein all the time. You're gonna have to come back to reality and start getting a habit of eating realistic. People. I see people with all kinds of plans. They have plans for retirement, and they have plans for the kids, and they take the kids and they say, well, I don't want my kids to watch a certain program because it's going to affect their mind. What they put in their mouth is going to kill them faster than what they put in front of their eyes, whether you want to believe that or not. And so this is not about vanity, and this is about getting older and not paying a lot of money out trying to get healthy. The easiest way to get healthy is to stay
thanks,
healthy.
Brian. Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? I appreciate you. So I want to encourage people to, if you don't know, like I didn't know, I'm not a gym rat. I never was. Even active duty Marine, I was never a gym rat. You need to find someone who knows what they're doing. Hire a coach. Read. Do your own research. Ask Dr. Google online. Thanks, Carol.
Ask a professional, because let me tell you something. Sometimes when you read things, you have a tendency. That's like if you have a piece of pizza in front of you and you say, God, should I eat this or not? Well, your mind's already made up that you're going to eat it anyway. Get with a professional that's going to be honest with you and tell you what you need to do, because I've worked with many people, and I've sat there and they don't know what they're doing. They sit there and I ask about your exercise life and how you eat, and they want to tell me the whole story of when they were an athlete growing up and how they don't really eat that bad, and the skin tells the whole story. The body is designed to carry so much weight. Then the body starts pouring out through our skin. So we have to be realistic about consumption. If you want the best eating program that I believe in is this. It's 6-1. Eat perfect for 6 days a week. And on that 7th day, do what you want to do, because your body can only process and digest so much of it at one time, and the rest is going to be passed on as waste. So you're able to satisfy those cravings, and then get right back in the fight the next day. Find a reason to get fit. Don't talk to your friends, because your friends, a lot of us are surrounded by yes people. Say, yeah, girl, I know you work a lot, and you don't have time to exercise. Well, you know what? That's a bunch of crap. And see, I don't take that from people. I will not work with lazy people that try to make excuses. I just don't do that. So I'm asking you not to be lazy about your health, because your health may be affecting the health of people around you, your husband, your daughter, your friends. They see you getting fit. Believe me, it's gonna be not a domino effect, but it's gonna be what kind of?
It's contagious.
It's contagious. It feels really good, especially when I have Hollie, Aziza, Stephanie. I have them in a group to where everyone's all the text messages going, and they're encouraging each other. Each one of them is a link in a chain, and when one link is weak, the other links are strong. So someone's on the game all the time.
So thank you for joining us. Be inspired. Don't just be inspired. We can do this. We can do this to become the better, healthiest version of who we were designed to be. You are not too far gone. You are not too late in the game. You're not too old. You can do whatever it takes to become a better, healthier version of yourself. I know that.
The greatest retirement plan is a good fitness plan. Get fit, take care of yourself.
Okay, until next time, take real good care of yourselves. I will put fashionremix2.com. I'll put that as a hashtag on there for inspirational, empowering, fun, trendy t-shirts. Okay, take real good care, and thanks for joining us.